Chapter 93. How dare you hit me? The cobra rubbed his head in disbelief. His hand was covered in blood. In the years since he had taken over South City, no one had dared disrespect him, much less hit him with a bottle. This fool must have a death wish, he thought. Sir Draco, take my advice. Let it go, said Dustin calmly. Fuck you. I'm telling you, you're dead meat. I'm going to rip you apart. The cobra cursed and swore as he returned to his senses. As the threat left his mouth, a knife was held to his neck. The sharp blade pierced his skin, and drops of blood trickled from the fresh wound. An inch deeper, and the knife would have pierced his artery. Silence. The entire bar fell into complete silence. The cobra's roars stopped, along with the crowd's prattling. Everyone was utterly shocked as they turned to look at Dustin, who was wielding the knife. Hitting Sir Draco with a bottle could still be excused as an accident. Unfortunately, holding a knife to his neck was undeniably an act of provocation and humiliation. Dustin's boldness surprised everyone again as he shouted, "You idiot! Do you know what you're doing right now?" The cobra went stiff and said fiercely, "If you dare touch a hair on my head, I swear you won't walk out this door alive." Sir Draco, don't frighten me. I'm a scaredy cat. You can't blame me if my hand trembles and I slit your neck, Dustin teased. The blade went deeper. More blood started flowing from the exposed flesh. The cobra's facial muscles twitched in fear. Stop. Rosalind shouted. I don't care who you are, but let Sir Draco go. Otherwise, your friends will die with you. Dustin. Don't be a fool. Put down the knife. Dahlia yelled. She was petrified that Dustin would kill the cobra in a moment of impulse. If that happened, then they were all done for. Dustin. Are you crazy? Let Lord Draco go. Don't drag us down with you. Florence shouted, panicked. Of course, she could not care less if Dustin died, but she didn't want to be next. If Sir Draco died, they would have to face the consequences. Young man, I admire your courage. Sir, I'm giving you a chance right now. Put down the knife, and I'll spare your life, said the cobra icily. Sir Draco, it seems like you're still missing the picture. Right now, I hold the power, Dustin stated. What? You have the guts to kill me? Do you know what will happen if you touch a hair on my head? I'm not afraid of you. If it comes down to it, I'll just give my life for taking yours. Dustin responded, an unbothered look on his face. You. The cobra was a little speechless. He was fearless, but he feared those who did not fear death. To his dismay, Dustin did not fear death. Dustin, know your limits. It's not too late if you stop now. Dahlia persuaded. No matter what, she didn't want to see Dustin get killed over this. Young man, I advise you to stop while it's not too late. Sir Draco already promised to let you off the hook. You'd better not push things too far. That's right. Sir Draco is finally showing mercy. Don't play with fire, or you'll get burned. People shot him advice from the crowd. They recognized Dustin's courage, but if he was stupid, he was just a typical fool. Young man. You have no idea who you've offended. I work for Sir Anderson. You're spitting right in Sir Anderson's face if you dare hurt me. If that happens, not just you, but your friends and family will all die. Threatened the cobra. Sir Anderson. Is he oh so great? Dustin retorted. He's not just great, but the whole of Swinton respects him. I'm sure you've heard of Mr. Anderson of Swinton Group. He is Sir Anderson's kin. You should know how to weigh the odds, said the cobra. After hearing this, I want to meet Sir Anderson, Dustin exclaimed, looking interested. HMPH. I'm afraid you'll pee your pants if you meet Sir Anderson. The cobra smiled wryly. A hubbub arose near the door. A fit, middle-aged man wearing a suit walked in with bodyguards flanking him. He looked charismatic and intimidating without even trying. Sir Anderson. The moment the man appeared, the cobra's spirits lifted dramatically. The bar went into an uproar, and the crowd retreated in respect. They knew that the man they were looking at was someone even the Cobra bowed to. Shit. Sir Anderson's here. Dahlia's expression changed. She could only imagine how the magnitude of the influence and background of someone in Mr. Anderson's league. How foolish. If he had let Sir Draco go earlier. Too bad now that Sir Anderson is here. He dug his own grave. I don't care if he G's, but he's dragging us down with him. What bad luck. Florence and the others were shocked and terrified at the same time. They couldn't even afford to offend the Cobra, much less the man behind him, who was none other than Sir Anderson. You fool. Sir Anderson is here. Aren't you going to surrender? Shouted the Cobra. Sir Anderson did not only have a strong family background, but he was also extremely powerful. He had seen Sir Anderson get away with killing dozens of men with his own eyes. Sir Anderson. You came at the perfect time. Someone caused trouble here and is even holding Sir Draco hostage. Rosalind complained without hesitation. Oh. Who is brave enough to touch my men? The middle-aged man cocked an eyebrow and looked toward the commotion. However, when he saw Dustin, his expression went blank. He was clearly taken aback. In fact, Dustin was also stunned. He never imagined that Sir Anderson was also Dwayne Welch. Boy. You'd better put the knife down before Sir Anderson gets mad. Or else you're never going to walk out of here alive. Threatened the Cobra nastily. Dustin obeyed at once and dropped the knife with a clang. HMPH. You're scared now, aren't you? But it's too late. The Cobra distanced himself and stood with a threatening stance, ready to enact his revenge. Before he could give the order, Dwayne asked, Dustin, what happened? Did my men offend you? It's just a small misunderstanding. I never thought they were your men, Uncle Dwayne. Dustin smiled. Uncle Dwayne. The Cobra was dumbfounded as he watched the two men talk amicably.